So like, don't read a book just because someone said they don't like it. Read the book because it's on your radar and you want to read it, because that's making you a follower. And you know, we're already following all these trends and all of this, and to be honest, what if you like it? A lot of people don't like dark romance. I used to like dark romance, but I don't really like fantasy romance. And then this is what it looks like on the front and on the back. It has red spray edges with roses on it, and if I'm not mistaken, it has like a map right here and on the back as well. In this series so far, Bride, I think back in 2024, because I have Bride. So this one is about werewolves and someone who's also a hybrid of a vampire and werewolf. If you have besties, welcome to my YouTube channel, Deja Nicole. So in today's video, this is going to be something different. This is a TBR video, but it's a different type of TBR video. So I'm doing a YouTube collab with another YouTuber, someone who I watch her videos and she watched mine. So her name is Lena, and we decided to do this collab because we both like reading books, and we were supposed to do this collab last month, but she wasn't feeling well, so we're gonna do it this month. So we're going to choose each other's TBR for the month of May. So her video is coming out on Thursday, my video is coming out on Friday. So her video is coming out tomorrow and mine is coming out Friday. And I was supposed to record this video yesterday. I just was not in the mood. I had a lot going on and I was really tired. I've just been feeling really tired lately, but we're doing this video right now today as we speak. So before I tell you the whole gist of today's video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And hit the bell notification so every time I post a video, you will be notified. And I will have her YouTube video of me giving her prompts, and she is using those prompts to find her main TBR. I'll have that in the description box down below, and her YouTube channel in the description box down below, and also her social medias, so you can go follow her because she do other stuff, especially on her social media. I know on TikTok and Instagram she does cleaning videos, so if you like those, y'all should go check out her social media. So I have all of her information in the description box down below. Y'all should go subscribe to her. But let's just get into today's video, besties. So like I said, we are doing this collab. This is our first collab, and I hopefully I hope that we can do more bookish collabs that we can do. Maybe we do like a 12-hour readathon on our channels where we pick each other books on what we're going to read for that 12-hour or 24-hour readathon. But we have chosen 5 prompts for each other, and we have to pick those 5 prompts. So I did pick my books outside before making this video for those prompts, and I'm going to share those prompts in a few minutes. And then I'm going to pick and get the books. I should say get the books. I already picked the books, but get the books, and then we're going to, well, I'm going to show y'all what books I got for each prompt. But let's just get into each one of the prompts. So the first prompt that she have chose for me, besties, is a book you think you will rate a 5-star. So there's so many books. Actually, the books that I have left on my TBR, because I'm like 75%, maybe 80% done of my physical TBR before I buy new books, because I'm like on a book buying band and I haven't got no books, like new books, but I'm like 80% done of my books that I already have. And there are some books that I think that I will rate a 5-star. For one of these prompts that I have that she has given me, a book that I have chose for one of these prompts, I actually read the book already, but because I haven't read the rest of the series, I'm planning to reread it, so I will let you know what book that is. But I have chosen a book that I think I will rate a 5-star, so I will tell y'all what book that is after I tell y'all all the books. Like I said, I will have each of these prompts, like when I'm editing, for what book I chose. So yeah, the next prompt is an author you never read. So there's a bunch of books that I haven't read yet that's on my TBR. I wouldn't say a bunch, but the books that I already have on my TBR cart that I have not read, and there's a few that I haven't read. These are a series that I've never started or a standalones. So yeah, and I especially have books that I got from Book in a Month that will introduce you to new authors. So this one was actually an easy prompt to find a book for, because there's like a few books that I haven't read that from that author, or haven't read that author yet. So yeah. So the third prompt is a book with a one-word title. I'm so glad I actually have a book that has a one-word title. So that one was easy. The fourth prompt is a fantasy romance. I think this book that I chose is a fantasy romance, so hopefully it is. I have a few that are fantasy romance, but I never read this book and it's not part of a series, so I chose it for that. And then the last prompt is a book with your favorite color on the cover. Now this one was hard to choose because one, pink is my favorite color, but I already read a book that has my favorite color, but I found a book that is like close to a shade of pink. So hopefully I actually like that book, because I know I got this book from Book of the Month a couple months ago. I don't get books from them no more, but I think last year I got this book. But those are the 5 prompts. So I'm going to read those 5 prompts again, and then we're going to go get the books. So the first one again is a book you think you will rate at 5 stars. Second prompt is an author you never read. Third prompt is a book with one word title. Fourth prompt is a fantasy book, and fifth prompt is a book with your favorite color on the cover. So give me a few minutes, besties, and we are going to get those books, and yeah, so I will be back in a few minutes. Okay, besties, so as you can see, I have the books right here. I actually have them stacked in the order of the prompts. So let's just get into what books I chose for each prompt. So for the first prompt, besties, which is a book you think you will rate a 5 stars, I chose A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. I think I will rate this book a 5-star rating. I have heard good things about this book and this series, and this is a new series that I am starting as well. So I think I will rate this book a 5 stars. It is fantasy and romance. Even though I have heard a lot of controversy about the author, I still want to read the books that I already have. So yeah, but this is the book I chose for the first prompt, and like I said, I have heard good things about this series and this book, so hopefully I will rate this book a 5-star rating. You would find out either later this, well, not later because it's still April, so later May or early June, because I will be doing a May and April wrap-up video, but you will probably find out what I will rate this book. So yeah, so for the second prompt, which is an author you never read, I have chosen this book. So I could have actually chosen this one for a book that has my favorite color in the cover, because this is a shade of pink, but I have chosen this one for an author that I have never heard of or read. So this one is called Immortal Consequences by Ivy Marie. So I got this book back of August of last year for Book of the Month, and I love how the edges are sprayed. They're very pretty, so I can't wait to read this. I'm thinking this is a fantasy romance or a fantasy book, so I could have like chose so many books for some of these prompts, just because multiple books could have went with multiple prompts, but we both agreed to do 5 books and 5 prompts. But this is the book that I've chosen for the second prompt. For the third prompt, which is a 1-word title, I have chosen Mate. So I could have chosen another book for this because I had like a few more books that had 1-word titles and saved this for the fall. But I have heard so many good things about Mate, and I love Ali Hazelwood. I want to read more of her books. I read the first book in this series so far, Bride, I think back in 2024, because I have Bride. So this one is about werewolves and someone who's also a hybrid of a vampire and werewolf. If you have read Bride, it's about a vampire. It's giving like Twilight theme, but I have chose this for my 1-word title because it is literally 1 word, Mate. But this is the book that I have chosen for that prompt. For my fantasy romance or romantasy, I have said in the beginning of this video that one of these books that I have chosen for each of the prompts, I have read the book. I have already read the book, and I'm rereading the book for me to get back into it, as in refreshing my memory, so I can read the rest of the series. I actually need like 1 more book of this series, but I have like the first, the second, and the 4th book, I think, and I need the 3rd one. But that book is Lightlark, and this is actually a special edition version of Lightlark, and I got this from Books a Million because they had like a whole like area for Lightlark. And this is what the book cover looks like, the box I should say. It's so pretty and stuff, but this is what I'm reading for my fantasy romance, and then this is what it looks like on the front and on the back. It has red spray edges with roses on it, and if I'm not mistaken, it has like a map right here and on the back as well. And then I heard there was like pictures, but I could be wrong. Yeah, there's like, I'm trying to look. But yeah, Lightlark. But this is the book that I have read. I read this book back in college because they had the book in my college library, and I actually like this book. I think I gave it a 4 or 5 star rating. That could actually change after I read it for like the second time, because that was like, I think 2024 when I read that book, so about 2 years ago. And this is something that I want to reread because I have the other books. I even have Nightbane in the same special edition, and then I have Skyshade. I think that's what it's called, Skyshade. So hopefully I get the other book of the series, and then if they have special editions for that, I will get that. And I'll also get the regular editions of them. I just feel like if you're a book person, you understand that getting a special edition of a book, and you know, you just have it as display, because I do want to have like my own book room when me and my boyfriend gets married and live in our own place, because that's the plan. And I get like a book room, and I just have like certain areas in my book room that is for a series, and I know I want to do that because I really love romantasy. That's like one of my favorite genres of books is romantasy. But I am planning to reread this book, and so I chose it for my fantasy romance. And this is by Alex Astor. Like I said, I already read the book. I gave it a 4 star rating. I know that, but I feel like it might change because I felt like I sped through the book because it was a library book, and so I had a amount of days. And I'm someone, when I was in college, that like checked out a lot of books. So hopefully I can read this book and actually love it way more than I did to give it a 5-star rating. But this is the book that I have chose for my fantasy romance. So yeah. Now, for my last prompt, which is a book with your favorite color on the cover. I could actually have chosen Immortal Consequences for this prompt, but I didn't, because I have chose that book for an author I had never read yet. And I could actually have chosen the book that I'm about to show y'all for that prompt too. So like those two prompts, this one and the second prompt, were like the hardest prompts to choose books from, especially when you have multiple books that can go with both prompts. But I have chosen this prompt. I've chosen this book for this like prompt. So again, the prompt is a book with your favorite color on the cover. So like I said, my favorite color is pink, but I don't really have books that have pink in it or that are pink, and the only book that does have pink in it already read, which is Picking Daisies on Sunday. So I have chosen Bombshell. The Bombshell by Doro Farr. It has a shade of pink on it. I love different shades of pinks. So it has like a fuchsia color, which is a shade of pink. And I have chosen this book for that. I got this book back in May of last year for Book of the Month. And I don't know what never like really gravitates me into like getting that, like to read it, like pick it up and choose from my TBR. So I have finally going to read this book in the Book of May, but this is the book that I have chosen for that. And if you have read this book, let me know how you think, because I'm someone who low-key don't look at Goodreads reviews for me to see like if is it really worth it to read a book, because I feel like it's based on everyone's opinion. I don't go on YouTube or TikTok or Instagram to find other people's reviews, because I feel like it's just based on your own opinions. It's like same thing with movies, you know, like it's based on your opinion. Like for me and based, like before I close on this video, for me, like I went to go see the Michael Jackson movie last Friday when it came out with my boyfriend, and like people already said bad things, but that was before the movie came out. So when the movie came out, I was like, you know, as a Michael Jackson fan, like I already love this movie, like I know I'm gonna love this movie, and I was correct. I love the movie. So like, don't do anything, read anything, a book, because of someone else's review. You might not like the book, but someone else would, or they might not like the book and you like the book. Like there's a popular book that I don't like. It's called The Blue Sisters, just because I just don't really like it, but a lot of people like the book, and that is okay. So just letting y'all know, do not get a book just because everyone likes it. Get the book because you really want to read it, or because I know there was this book and I got it, Good Spirits. It was like a Christmas theme book by B.K. Borson.
A lot of people did not like the book. They returned the book after reading it. I actually love that book. I really love that book.
So like, don't read a book just because someone said they don't like it. Read the book because it's on your radar and you want to read it, because that's making you a follower. And you know, we're already following all these trends and all this, and to be honest, what if you like it? A lot of people don't like dark romance. I used to like dark romance, but I don't really like dark romance. There's certain dark romances that I can tolerate, but I'm more of a spicy but also contemporary romance type of girl. Romantasy, I love my fantasy romance, like I really do. But when it's dark romance, like Hunting Adeline, I sold those books. I sold those books because I didn't even read the second one. I didn't want to read the second one. Someone told me to not read the second one for something that I went through, and it's just like, I don't like dark romance like that, because that's kind of horrible and all of that. And I'm actually glad a lot of people see that, like, that's horrible. Like, how can a woman be into that, you know? But that's just like my 2 cents in on try a new book that you never heard of, or from a new author, or someone who is writing a book. You know, that's gonna be like, I want people to try my book when I publish it, even though I'm publishing it like next year. But yeah, but let me just close down this video, besties, and yeah. Okay, besties, so these are all the 5 books that I have chosen for each of the 5 prompts that Lena has given me. And I know I'm going to get through these books because it's only 5 books, and I have been really getting into my reading grind, because I felt like I was in a reading slump lately. Like, I'm reading, but then I feel like I'm back in a slump, but I'm not anymore. But yeah, so hopefully I like each and every of these books that I have chosen for those prompts, and I will let y'all know at the end of the month of May or the beginning of June of what I rate these books. It just depends on when I post that video. But go to her channel and watch her channel, because I have given her 5 prompts as well, and she have chosen 5 books for each of those prompts. So go to her channel and her YouTube video of her doing her version of this, her video of this, because we're doing the same video, but I gave her different prompts than she gave me. Go watch that. I will have those in the description box down below, and just tell her hi in the comments. But I really do hope that you liked today's video, besties. Just letting you know, there will be a lot of book videos coming out in the month of May. I'm doing a 12-hour readathon, then I'm gonna do a 24-hour readathon, and I might do another like silent reading vlog or a day in my life reading edition. So yeah, there's gonna be like more cozy vlogs / reading vlogs on my channel popping up, so just letting y'all know. But I really do hope that you liked today's video, besties. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you have read any of these 5 books that I have shown y'all in today's video, please let me know. Let me know down in the comments. And I love you guys, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.